where do I even begin? I mean, everybody that's a Giants fan most likely watched the game. I mean, this was embarrassing. I mean, the 100th year anniversary of this team. This team. Guys like Lawrence Taylor, Phil Simms, Eli Manning, Michael Strahan. Well, Michael Strahan wasn't there. But these guys were there. They were there. Witnessing the team legacy that they built get crumbled like paper by a guy named Daniel Jones. Like, I just don't even know where to start. I mean, it's just bad. Because Friday, you see Saquon Barkley score 3 touchdowns, right? Like, okay, well, it's the right move. It's still the right move regardless, right? But it still stings a little bit because we scored 6 points. He outscored our entire offense. Saquon on our team probably gets 37 yards, 11 carries. No touchdowns. But, man, the fact is, we couldn't do anything on offense. I mean, the O-line looked solid. A couple times Daniel Jones ran into sacks. A little rough in the beginning. But, I mean, the Vikings defense, and I thought we were going to be a solid team this year. A solid team. Something we strive for. That is a greatness to us. A solid team. Meanwhile, I'm watching the Lions battle against playoff teams. Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, going at it. I'm watching Daniel Jones versus Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold looks like Joe Montana. Like, there's a common denominator, I feel like, why we're so bad. I mean, are we just cursed? Or is it just Daniel Jones that simply holds us down? Like, if we get a new quarterback, are we going to be so shit? Are we going to be this shit? I mean, I hate, and I will never root against my team. I hate thinking about the draft, and I hate, it's week fucking 1, and we're already going to think about the draft. Because what do we got else to think about? What, the future of the team? It's terrible. As long as you got Daniel Jones, you got no future. And we're just a laughingstock. Ivan Pace, the middle linebacker of the Vikings, goes, before the game, the Giants are going to do absolutely nothing on offense. We scored 6 points. You want to know how we got those points? A 50-yard field goal and a forced fumble. What the hell are we doing? I mean, this team is an utter joke. I mean, that playoff year was like a blip. I mean, where the hell is that? I mean, Joe Shane, it just seems he can't hit on a pick. What picks do we have that he drafted that are good? Malik Neighbors is going to be good. Everybody knows he's going to be good. I could have drafted Malik Neighbors. Like, seriously, my dog could have drafted Malik Neighbors. My 8-year-old little sister could have drafted Malik Neighbors. But instead, Joe Shane goes out here and gets these guys, like, maybe, I don't understand the 3rd round, but like Josh Azudu and Cordell Flott. I mean, what the hell is that? Jalen Hyatt, the guy sucks. I hate to break it. The guy thinks he's part of like this big 3 receiving core. He can't catch a pass. He can't run a route. Better off using the 3rd round pick on something else. Not to mention Deontay Banks. He looked good in his rookie year. I think because it was a Wink Martindale guy. He's a man coverage corner. He can't play zone apparently. So this team is about maybe 88% Joe Shane's roster. And it's on a different planet and not in a good way to other teams. Georgia could beat our ass. I am convinced I could find about 4 college teams that would beat the New York Giants. We might be... We are the worst team in football. I'm just embarrassed every year. I'm going into my adulthood and this team is still garbage. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't want... Like, I should have to suffer through this. I mean, thank God I got the New York Knicks and the Rangers. If you're a Giants, Yankees fan, and Nets fan, and a goddamn Devils fan, I am sorry for you. But if you got one team like the Knicks and Rangers, you should be okay somewhat of your sports fandom. But the New York Giants are a team I love more than anything, and they just disappoint me every year. Obviously, I'm going to have faith. Like Daniel Jones, I thought maybe he could be somewhat average. That's like asking to trade for Patrick Mahomes for a 7th round pick on the Giants. It's never going to happen. I mean, Daniel Jones is just the worst quarterback. I wouldn't say maybe throwing the football for the Giants, but I mean, goddamn, this is the worst. This is a top 3 worst contract in NFL history. There's no way it's not. Because of this, and obviously it's the right move, but if we hadn't paid this motherfucker, we would have had Saquon Barkley. So why? And even the Patriots could beat the Bengals, but we can't beat the goddamn Vikings of Sam Darnold. Because Daniel Jones. I mean, you're telling me, understand you had to pay him. I didn't think he was going to get that. But you really think, Shane, in your right mind, that if you let Daniel Jones walk and just paid Saquon, do you really think Daniel Jones is going to get a demanded market for $47 million? Do you really think he was going to get the annual $40 million a year number? I don't think so. And now you got a guy like Baker Mayfield playing him into a franchise quarterback role with the Bucks. I mean, Geno Smith wasn't that good, but he's still better than Daniel Jones after he got his contract. Jacoby Brissett, why couldn't we do that? I mean, how unserious can we get? Drew Lock? That's the best you could do? Tyrod Taylor, when he came in when Jones got hurt, it was an entirely different offense. So is it really Dable bad play calling, or does he have absolutely zero trust in Daniel Jones to get the job done? And if that's the case, he should not be starting. I'd rather see Tommy DeVito, even though he's not the greatest quarterback, but confidence is key in anything in life. And if you have confidence, you can achieve anything. Daniel Jones does not have confidence, and he sucks. So whenever you have no confidence and you suck, you are shit. You're good for nothing. Daniel Jones needs to sit his ass on the bench inactive. If Justin Fields wins the starting job, go trade for Russell Wilson if you're serious about winning. Or is this a tank here? Are we tanking as the New York Giants, or are we trying to win? Like, I'd rather make the playoffs and maybe be hard to get a quarterback than just suck consistently. But at this point, maybe you just need to suck one more year, which will probably be an eternity, to just get a decent quarterback. Like, just like Cam Ward. Like, there's just Cam Ward, Quinn Ewers, Jalen Murray. There's so many good quarterbacks in this draft that I feel like you need just to get one. I believe this team has the pieces. I really do for a quarterback. You got Malik Neighbors. You got Wanda Robinson. I mean, those are two good receivers. Okay, obviously you need a running back, I feel like. I mean, Devin Singletary played good. Don't know about Theo Johnson yet. But the defense, I think if you get a corner, it's going to be a good defense. But God, Deontay Banks is not a number one corner. And Cordell Flott, Nick McLeod. I mean, how can you throw that out there? That's another team's practice squad player. That's the New York Giants starting corner, though. Cordell Flott is terrible. He's never been good. He's a nickel corner, and he even sucks there now. I don't know what happened to him. He had one play in the playoffs against Minnesota, and that was it. The difference with Daniel Jones this year and 2 years ago is his confidence. Does not have anymore. He's ruined. He's ruined, and I hope he's gone. He probably will be. Once you cut Daniel Jones, it opens up so much. Because if you have a top 5 pick, you're going to get that quarterback. So much money. Just build a roster around. But now you're glued to this loser that just sucks. I'll show the clip where the Giants fans were just taunting the living hell of Daniel Jones leaving. This isn't. I mean, it's a little sad, obviously, and embarrassing for some people that did it. But rightfully so. Rightfully so. He's getting booed, jerseys burned, and made fun of. The guy is making $40 million. At the end of the day, you're rich. Obviously, he's a human, he's got feelings, but this is what you're going to get when you get that second contract. The scrutiny in New York, a big market like New York. If you don't perform after, especially when Saquon Barkley leaves because of you, because it's because of you, you're going to hear this. This is what you're going to get, and you're going to have to live with that. Now, when you leave, you're not going to hear it anymore. I mean, I'm sure you will, but it's not going to be as bad. I suggest you leave. Just go take a leave of absence. Retire. You're set for life. Get off my team. I legit can't watch this anymore. It's like no other team would have this guy for 6 years. You're talking even Mac Jones had such a good rookie year and had 2 bad years. Does that sound like anybody else? That sounds like Daniel Jones. Had the one good rookie year, even though he wasn't even that good, and then sucked for 2 years. I don't get how you could throw him out there and be serious about winning. I try to have faith in him, as I really did. Even at the preseason game, okay, he's the first game back, that's things. He cannot read an NFL defense, and he does not know how to throw the football. I mean, he was inaccurate. Let me bring up, if anybody's made to this point, thank you so much for making it here. I mean, I'm just ranting on that. Hope you feel my pain. I'm sure you do. But Daniel Jones was so inaccurate in so many throws. I made a hype up video thinking maybe this is going to be different this year, right? I'm always going to make a hype up video because those videos do well and I have fun making them. But this was just embarrassing. And it's just like the team's just embarrassing. It's just so embarrassing. I mean, nothing that really embarrassed me, nothing to do with a game. The social media team is a joke with half the things they're posting. I mean, the Jets over here making documentaries about Jets life. It's really cool. You guys should watch it. We got Brian Burns talking about how he likes to smell his own farts. Are we, like, is this like a serious team? Is this the New York Giants 100 years? Or is this the goddamn Cleveland Browns? This is a historic franchise. A top 5 franchise. Top 10 probably all of sports. And we lose 28-6 to the Vikings. Daniel Jones was 22 of 42 with 2 picks. What? And I'm Malik Neighbors. He's going to demand a trade. I wouldn't see why not. If you don't get him a quarterback, he's going to leave the team. That's just how it works. Dex Lawrence, I'm sorry, you played your ass off. You're a best player. But if you're upset about the fans booing that were there, taking the time out of their day, probably taking off work, that's extra money. Also paying for the tickets, paying for parking, paying for the garbage food in that garbage stadium, and they're going to boo because their team is getting destroyed, you're going to sit there and you're going to listen to it because I do not care. I am fed up with the New York Giants sucking consistently every year. How can you possibly be consistently this bad? How could you have all these top 10 picks and not do anything with them? Only good top 10 pick on the team? Andrew Thomas, and he played the garbage. We'll leave it at that. That's it. I mean, Jesus. Next week's Washington, and I don't even see us winning that. I don't. But anyways, guys, thank you if you tuned in. You came up for the hype video from the hype up video. Surprised you even watched that. There's nothing that will not get you hyped. I don't know what happened today, but thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one. Peace.